Debate for Pennsylvania's competitive U.S. Senate race. Incumbent Democratic Senator Bob Casey is being challenged by Republican Dave McCormick.
Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp is joining us live tonight. Rachel, their last debate was pretty lively. What can we expect from this one?
Good evening, Mike and Eva. So we do expect in tonight's debate there's going to be a lot of similar back and forth of what we saw between the two, just like they did in the last debate. But going forward, this is one of the most expensive races this November, as also one of the most closely watched races. Now, whoever wins this seat could help determine who has majority power in the Senate. Now, as we saw in the last debate, each tried to paint a picture of their opponent. Casey described McCormick as a wealthy ex-hedge fund CEO whose business dealings served the interests of the wealthy and foreign heads of states like China. McCormick described Casey as a weak career politician who will try to position himself with Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, in the last debate, the candidates touched on issues important to Pennsylvanians like fracking, immigration, abortion, energy, and foreign affairs. But the number one issue for Pennsylvania voters is always the economy. McCormick said he was in favor of extending Trump-era tax cuts that some say benefit the wealthy and corporations. He claims it would also benefit the middle class. Casey was pressed about his efforts on so-called greedflation, which some say could hurt corporations. He says prices are too high for people, and he wants to take on corporate greed and hold them accountable for price gouging. Now, Mike and Eva, some political scientists tell me that there are still plenty of other topics that they hope the candidates touch on in this debate. They're hoping that they discuss more on issues important to Pennsylvanians, things like lowering prices at the grocery store, also lowering prices in order for people to buy a home, as well as safeguarding our democratic institutions. Again, that debate is scheduled for 7 p.m. in Philadelphia tonight. Mike, Eva, back to you.